welcome back to the broadcast. Today I want to talk about the importance of family. I originally didn't believe in the importance of family, and and now I do. I had a difficult idea of how family would implement itself in the system where I'm just living here with my guardians, my family, my new family in Singapore. And I didn't know this could be a very scary place, actually. I'm supposed scheduled to move out soon, a couple of thousands of years. Very soon, I'll be able to move out and have my money and my assets and be independent again. Um, because I'm struggling to reinstate succession. Um, but I turned around and I wondered and I was scared and I said, what about my mom and my dad? Well, the parts of living with my mom and dad is that when I'm in trouble, when I have side effects from the medication or I'm trembling really badly, my mom and my dad make sure I go to either an overdose on the injection the beginning. My mom and dad ensures I go to the emergency ward in hospital and I'm okay at night, and I get to go to stay overnight under observation. Secondly, I take the medication to prevent myself from getting angry, getting emotional. I numb myself so that when people are fighting, I don't get involved and I feel a peace of mind when you don't get involved in this warfare. The more passive you are, the better it is. You can probably see I'm a bit slower than most people when I talk because of the alteration of the medication. My mom has been asking me whether there are any other alternative medication or cures that could save me from this war, and I'm not having a disease. I have Asperger's, I have autism. But they claim this medication is for schizophrenia, but it's a military medication from a military, and my mother doesn't know. And it's like a Spider-Man Chronicles. I'm telling Aunt Mary Jane a different story from what I'm really doing. And I'm prevented from talking to him so much about it, because probably mainly what I did was spying before for the other corporations, mega corporations, and I was a scientist before. I had a PhD in science when I was young. Instead, I did some scientific laboratory assessments instead of just being a doctor, and I did military engineering, scientific testing before, and I've also done a lot of things which I don't even know how I'm gonna ever tell my mother this, and it's on my Facebook. But I only hope one day she will be able to read this when I'm gone and understand that I love her. Because I've been talking to my mom lately when she came back from America. She wanted to go look for the country I was born in. My parents are starting to trace with the free flights I gave people here which country I come from. And they thought it was America or England, but I'm nothing like my mom says a lot of people in America. So a lot like you, but I can't put a finger on it. You're not exactly very American. Because I'm no longer American. I've been living in Russia in very, very poor environment my whole life, which my parents don't believe in. They say it's impossible if I'm able to afford all these things that came from a very poor country. And it's because I was an orphan and alone. I feel that moral support from parents is very important. They ask me a lot of questions, but I answer them, and things are stable. Because things can be very unstable in a scientific laboratory era, a scientifically testing pipe era. And the factors are not for us to control. If you learn in science, some factors are uncontrollable by you. And sometimes something happens, like a calamity, collision, electrocution, which we've been facing. And there's a lot of fear underground, and it's pitch black, and it's a bit scary and eerie. These are things that, you can't control and you need people around. So I was thinking, what am I gonna do when I move out? I think I'm still gonna come back and stay with my parents if I'm alone at home and it gets creepy. Because that's completely absurd. So I think you need parental support as much as you can get. If your parents misunderstand you, I think you should sit down and try to talk to them. People all like it. And if the more you get them to understand you, the more they like you is fine. But when they start to understand what happened, I think a change will be good. For now, I think I seek my mom's advice. I'll write to a doctor in America about Asperger's and autism. And I'll see what I can do. And for you, a special perk of Christmas is, well, we get to survive this Christmas. And have a happy New Year.